Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge mini pendant called the Arc Ellipse Large. It's not really that mini. It's an awesome fixture. It's an 188250. Let's get into details on it. So when we talk about the size of the body of the fixture, and that's going to be the glass to the metal part just above that, that's housing the socket, and that's going to be just below where this telescoping rod is going to start, and that's coming in at 10 inches high, 12.9, I would call it 13 inches wide, and that's going to be a metal to metal measurement, and then it's about 5 inches in depth. So then we add on the telescoping rods. If you guys are not familiar with Hubbardton Forge, they have a patent on the whole telescoping rod system where a smaller rod telescopes into a bigger rod. Where they come together, it's called a clutch, and there's a little set screw here. You'll notice on the pull down menu there's a list of 3 different adjustable ranges, and that's going to be measured from the bottom of the fixture, which is the bottom of the glass, to the actual ceiling. So that's called overall height. So those 3 ranges are going to be: short is going to be 26.3 to 36.2. The standard, the middle one, is going to be 36 to 50, and the long one is going to be 50.3 to 61.5. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, we do customs every day. So what you would do is drop me a quick email, say, hey, I'm looking at the 188250. I'm looking for it to be, let's say, 22 inches overall height because you want to put it over a sink. Maybe you have a soffit coming down and you want to go over a breakfast bar, so you need a shorter one, and you would tell me what you're looking for. Same deal if you're looking for longer than the long, because we do customs every day. You just have to tell us what you're looking for. Adds a little time, adds a little money, non-returnable, but not a big deal. It's something we can do because of this whole idea that these are made here in Vermont. Okay, so on top of this, you're going to be having, well, you're going to be having a 5 1/4 inch square canopy that's going to go on your ceiling over your junction box. Great way to show you some of these details is to have you look at the installation sheets. These are the papers that are going to be in the box when you get this, so you can look at them right now. If you look over on the right hand side of your screen, midway down, if you're on the page for this on our site, Handmade in Vermont, there's a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So if you can open that up, that'd be awesome. So you're going to see a full parts list. You're going to see how you put the glass on. You're going to see the whole canopy. There's a bracket on the back of this that connects to this. You're going to see that this is slope ceiling. Well, I don't know if they tell you on there, but I'm going to tell you now. This is slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees, where this meets the canopy, and this is the top of the rod. It's going to meet it just like that, okay? So where these guys meet, right here, there's a piece that actually pivots like that. It's like a knuckle. So it's going to allow this to be slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees all the way to flat. So we're going to be able to cover you either way, okay? You're going to notice, what else on this? You're going to notice that this is going to be using a medium-based porcelain socket. Very, very simple. It can accept any screw-in light bulb. And we'll go over some of those just now. If you guys want to stick with an incandescent bulb, the max you're going to be able to put in because of the heat generated by that is going to be 100 watts. But if you want to go LED, sky is the limit because it's a pretty good sized piece of glass. The incandescent here is a standard A19 size light bulb, and that's one we all kind of grew up with. These two are also, these are actually LEDs. This is just a regular LED, which I actually kind of like in this fixture. This is the new phosphorus LED. I can find these probably up to 100 watts equivalent if I really try. But if I really need light out of this thing, I mean a lot of light, and sometimes people do. You never know what you're going to be using this for. This is an A19, it's an A21, so you'll notice it's a little bit bigger. I found this at my local hardware store. It was not hard to find it. I can find this up to 150 watt equivalent, so you can pump a lot of great light coming out of this, especially task lighting. And actually, I have an Arc Ellipse 5 light above me. That's the light that I've been using for these videos the whole time, and now I have 40 watt equivalent LEDs in each of them, and I have 2 of them off, so I only have 3 of these things on, and I have a lot of good, this is enough light for me to read by. But think of what you could do if you put these guys in, the A21, and even up to 100 to 150 watt equivalent. It'd be pretty awesome. So you'll want to also choose your color temperature, and I talk about that all the time. So if you guys like the warmth of an incandescent bulb, that is 3000 Kelvin. They call it warm white. If you like that white doctor's office light, it's also called daylight. That's 4000, 5000 Kelvin. So really important that when you're buying your bulbs in a store, or if you're buying them online, you really notice those things. Also buy a dimmable version if you guys want to dim it. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads laying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.